So Doja Cat, you know, she makes phenomenal music, but she has always been quite the character, I would say. So
I mean, her first song was "Bitch, I'm a Cow."
Well, that was her first viral song.
I'm sorry.
She was making a lot of music before that.
Yes.
So why she's been in headlines lately is because her fans, you know how she goes on her random Twitter rants where she be going in sometimes. And so I don't know if she was in a mood, but there were fans tweeting her like, hey, like, can you just say I love you to your fans? And then Doja responded. It was just a bunch of fans tweeting her just on some regular shit. And she was like, they asked her, hey, can you just say you love us? And then she was like, I don't though, because I don't even know y'all.
Yo, I love Doja Cat.
And then but she's not done. Okay. And then everyone was like tweeting at her like, Doja, whatever do you mean? Like, and her fan base is called the Kittens, because kittens, whatever, which is a name that she gave to them like a few years ago. Yeah. And it makes sense because she dressed up as a cat recently at the Met Gala. Like, it makes sense, kittens. Yeah. But then she was like firing back to everybody where everyone was like, hey, we supported you through everything. You've been through mad scandals. Like, what the hell? But she was going off. She was like doubling down. She was like, nobody forced you. I don't know why you're talking to me like you're my mother. You sound like a crazy person. And then she called her fan pages creepy for using her name as like their title.
Wow.
And then the one that was like the kicker was she tweeted, my fans don't name themselves shit. If you call yourself Kitten or a fucking Kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So basically she just went on this whole thing of being like, yo, why? Okay, like, I don't give a fuck about you guys. And then the fans were mad. It's like, yo, we were the one that made you famous. Like, you make money because we stream your music. And so, I don't know if this matters. This was like a big headline today. I don't know if it completely matters, but she lost like instantly like 300,000 followers on Instagram instantly from all her fan pages, like deactivating their shit. They were really upset with her. So my question, and we can talk about the situation itself, but my question when looking at this is like, what exactly do you owe your fans? Because there were some people like, you should be doing everything for your fans because this is how you're even an artist in the first place. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, and then some people were like, hey, no, not me, but like some people were like, hey, she doesn't owe y'all her love. She owes you guys music and that's it. So what do you owe your fans as a famous person?
Well, we're not at that level of fame. Right?
Yes, we are. No, I'm kidding.
But
you owe your supporters something, no?
Yeah. You definitely owe your fans. You owe them more than that.
That's your base.
Do you owe them like affection or just your art?
Both.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think that way about Kendrick. When people are like begging Kendrick, like, oh my God, he never releases music. Me, I'm like, I don't know. That never really bothers me. I love Kendrick and I'm never begging him for music because I'm like, he has already given us so much. He's clearly going through something in his life. He kind of wants to chill. And I'm never begging I've never begged an artist for music. So I get that. But then Doja, I feel like Doja, you don't have to be mean to your fans. Like,
that is so sad.
That
made me a bigger fan of Doja Cat.
I hate SaVon is so twisted.
Bro, that is so sexy.
I got one word.
Confusing.
Gotcha.
What
she got these niggas.
Gotcha.
Like,
I hate you guys.
Gotcha.
Because you be blindly supporting niggas you don't know.
Tell them again.
That's what people were saying. People
SaVon,
were
tell them
like,
again.
support people
It's
you
too
don't
many.
know.
I see way too many of these stand pages on Twitter and Instagram of who
you know
they.
what? I got you with the term. You know, you love terms.
Yes, I love.
So when she said, "I don't love you guys because I don't know you," the term is people have parasocial relationships with celebrities they've never even met, an obsession, and Doja's just sick of it. Like, you know.
And then when she says something that's pretty normal, it sounds crazy. And Regi, I love the question you just posed.
She's so sexy.
Do you are you entitled to give your fans your affection? Or what was the other one you used? I think,
or just music, your art.
Or just your art. That's a very good question because I think a fan.
I don't know.
I think a fan is gonna respect the fact that they always get music out of the person, but a stan.
Okay.
But a stan, it's all engulfed.
It's gonna be like, why don't you love me?
Why don't you love me? Because I buy every single thing and I show up to every single thing. Nobody told you to do that.
She did say, like, yo, I didn't ask you to make a fan page about me.
Listen,
like, okay,
and this is like, shout out to all the supporters around the world.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? That's not just for this podcast. Whatever you support, salute to you because there's something that you find that you resonate with, right? It's something that makes you feel good that you can relate to, right? That's a lot of the reason why we get behind things. See, I think this conversation is so interesting to me is because let's not lose ourselves in the support, right?
Yeah.
Like, Like they're an artist first.
Or
That's
Right?
one thing.
I'm sorry to cut you
Yeah.
off, but like
no. They're a person.
They're a person
human,
first.
a human.
human
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I don't beg for
Absolutely.
music.
They're
'cause
a person first.
Absolutely.
But it's like, so I was thinking to myself, like, hey, their support, them streaming her music is what got her the Grammy, the #1s.
Yeah.
But then I was like, hey, you're supporting her, but right now you're kind of throwing your support in her face.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, I feel like.
Yeah. And it's just like support is just supposed to be support.
You just feel like you're like, it's entitlement. And I struggle with people that are entitled. And
Same.
as a fan, like I'm a huge fan of certain people, certain artists, certain athletes, certain entertainers. I'm a huge fan. I'll give you a great example. Everybody knows, it's fucking documented. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I am a Jim Carrey stan fan. I watch his movies to put me at ease and go to sleep at night.
That is
like
such a niche
that
comfort.
is my guy.
What's that shit
right?
with the animals you always watching?
The animals I'm always watching?
Yeah, the shit he in with all the animals.
I don't know.
He the
Oh, Ace Ventura.
Yeah, look,
Ace
nigga,
Ventura.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, that's one of the ones that I don't watch. But I'm like Jim Carrey, that's my guy. I
Yeah.
don't feel like I am owed a movie from Jim
him.
Carrey.
I feel that, yeah.
every
yeah. No,
year.
I'm saying I feel SaVon.
Yeah, like,
okay.
I'm grateful for his catalog.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for what he did.
And
I
that's-
appreciate
and that's what makes you a
that's what-
fan.
you know what I'm saying? And
The
that's
catalog.
what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel the need
Yeah.
to look up his Wikipedia. Like, what is he working on? When is he coming out with a new movie?
Yeah.
I love what he's done for me, and I'm appreciative for his work and his art. And then if you're really a fan, you try to get to know the creative or the artist a little bit better than just their art. So I know his personality is, hey, I'm a humanitarian. I am a human being. He's been through shit in his life. He had a girlfriend who committed suicide and they tried to blame it on him. Like he had a whole story in the tabloids where I could understand as a human being first, fuck being a fan. As a human being, I could see why he's not in the mood to create.
Like a
Will
comedy.
Smith.
Like,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
I could see why Will Smith is
Yeah.
not on a
Reading the
set
tea leaves.
because he went through something traumatic. He put himself in a position to where all eyes are on him. I have to rework some things within my personal life, internally, with my family. I'm not rushing to be on the big screen, right? If I'm a fan of Will Smith, because I know what he's been through on a public stage. That's just publicly. Now let's talk about privately, or let's consider privately. Like when you're a fan of somebody, the entitlement that comes along with being a fan should be negated. But when you have these stan accounts and people
Yeah.
who worship you,
Yeah.
this is why I started off saying I think Doja Cat is so sexy for how she's moving.
Yeah.
Because
she
it is
coulda-
human.
She could have
It's
played
like-
into her hive.
She also does cocaine. That's kind of sexy.
And she be playing with
Not
feet
gonna
and
lie.
chat.
Allegedly.
What?
That's some sexy
Yeah,
shit.
and she be playing. yeah.
Allegedly, we
What?
saw
And she
some
be
shit.
playing with feet with incels.
She be
Word.
playing with feet. She a little
Word.
freak.
Word.
She
Shout out to her.
did-
though. The music's strong.
Yeah,
Yo,
she's
SaVon,
into some.
you scare me,
shit.
bro.
Yeah,
But
nah, she
outside
is-
of
she
all
into
those
that.
things,
She into that.
SaVon scares me, bro.
She's a human.
Nah, she still be on Uvu showing feet.
you said,
Oh, she on Uvu?
Yeah, I'm lying. I just
You was on
Allegedly.
I was an Uvu poppy.
You was an Uvu Bobby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, that's for the vets. That you young kids don't know nothing about Uvu. Before it was FaceTime, it was Uvu. It was the OOVOO. That's when they
Uvu
was
fire.
showing.
And then it was
Let me chill.
Skype, and then they
Then
blew a
Skype.
freaking 5-point lead to freaking Zoom out
to
of
Zoom.
nowhere.
And
So
Zoom
it was
just
crazy.
yeah, little history lesson for you.
I forgot about Skype.
Yeah,
Skype was the everywhere, and
It
then
was
all of a
everywhere.
sudden they vanished because of the pandemic, and then Zoom just took over out of nowhere.
Zoom did take
Yeah,
over.
they did take. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, I could
Yes.
I could resonate or relate to, or I could understand because
Yeah.
I can't relate to Doja Cat.
I don't
I
like
could
that,
understand
though. I don't like
how
that.
a Doja
Pierre,
Cat
what don't you like?
would be fed up with that.
I don't like that. If I'm a fan of yours, don't alienate me or talk.
But get a
Fan-
life, my nigga.
But fan
But
stand.
still.
Fan stand.
Get a life.
I say fan. I can't see myself being a stan.
These,
but
but she's addressing her stand.
right.
Okay.
You
And
don't
she's
go
addressing the
around-
kittens.
Like I've
Yeah.
never seen you walk in here with a purple umbrella,
but shout out to the umbrellas. though.
which is
Shout out to all
Tory
umbrellas.
Lanez's signature emoji
Oh.
or whatever.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this guy he loves
Yes.
Tory Lanez.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it's documented. He thinks Tory Lanez is better than Michael Jackson.
That's a fact.
We
You
should
didn't have to
have.
bring that
Nah,
up.
We
nah.
should have departed with him
Nah,
from a
we
working
should've.
standpoint
We
when he
should've.
said that.
We
I
should've.
gotta
But we
stand
love
on what
him.
I stand on. I
Yeah,
gotta stand on what I stand on.
Just stand on that bum ass rock.
Everything not for everybody.
But you being a
That's
fan,
a bad boulder you standing on, nigga. It's a bad boulder.
I've never seen him come in here with the purple umbrellas and say, "This is where I'm at." We know he's a huge fan of a sports team
Right.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
I never see him put that sports team's, above all. Like
Yeah.
he's not, oh my God. Like you're a fan. You're not a stan.
There you go.
The stan terminology is when people live in delusion.
Yeah.
And Doja Cat, when you come from pop music, and I think if you've been following Doja Cat, she's really been trying to move away from her identity as being a pop star. Her next album, she promised to be a little bit more of a rapper's album because the essence of who she believes or who she says she is being in rap. And I believe her because she has the talent. Like, I believe that. But I think she was propelled, she was forced, she was pressured to make a certain type of music. She's really fucking good at it. Every time I go shopping in PacSun or Urban Outfitters, I hear Doja Cat. So if I hear you in those stores, I know you're doing something really good. You know, you're doing something really fucking good. So shout out to Doja Cat. But from what she said, that's not who she is. And that's not who she wants to be known as. And it was almost pulling away from her spirit, making that type of cookie cutter, lollipop, popcorn type of music.
I can see that.
It wasn't authentic to who she is. So now she's found herself in a space where she's accumulated all of these fans, all of these followers and supporters who know her for being a pop star, who know her for being a character. And she's at a point where it's like, bro, this is not what I want. This is not who I am. It's not what I want. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. And she's rebelling against not just the fans, but also the machine in a way. Because she doesn't want to just be a cog in that machine.
Maybe she's just like self-sabotaging because she's like, hey, I don't want this anymore. Let me freaking just get rid of everything, every part of the pop aspect and start from scratch. Maybe she's doing that. Like,
gotcha.
She also said, y'all niggas got me so rich. Like, she legit said.
She said that shit.
Y'all niggas got me so rich, I could retire on an island and never do this again.
Gotcha. Y'all be so quick to support. Look.
I don't know if she can do that yet because I feel like she got one of the bad deals. They say like her deal isn't that great.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I can see that.
That's what she said.
I can see that.
She literally said like, yo.
She said
no, yeah. She said, yo, I could take my money, retire on an island, and never make music again. Like, fuck y'all niggas. Gotcha.
But see, gotcha.
Like, dead ass.
But see, that one sentence right there is something I wish everybody would take away from this conversation. You came into this world by yourself as a human being. I want you to like, support, be a fan of whatever you like. But at the end of the day, you have to understand what another individual wants to do, whatever they want to do, it's gonna happen.
So let me ask.
So when you get into the stand pages on Twitter and Instagram, assuming that you know their emotion and trying to predict what's going on in this and that person's life, and then you get mad when they tell you it's not that, you don't be mad at yourself.
Quick question: